All right, let's start with Donald Trump. He's been the news of the week. It continues. He was on Fox and Friends, Allison Camerata, and here's what happened.
I have a major show that's a major hit, and it's got another 5 weeks to go, 5 or 6 weeks to go, and I'm not allowed to do it. Otherwise, you'd have an equal time situation, so I'm not allowed to do it. So I would have to announce after May 22nd. The finale is May 22nd, so I have to announce after May 22nd.
Right, but it sounds like you're getting closer to a decision.
Oh, I absolutely am. In my own mind, I think I've made the decision. I feel this country is it's a disaster. What Obama is doing to this country is a total and complete disaster.
Sounds like he's in.
It does sound like he's in, and it sounds like he's promoting a show, and I actually think that he's being underestimated because he feels a little bit like a used car salesman, but he is doing something really smart, which is appealing to middle-class, working-class people. He's going to get some of these, Reagan Democrats on his side. He's also appealing to birthers because, 48% in Iowa believe that the birther myth.
Yeah.
So he's being underestimated in this, I think.
Oh, she snuck in birther myth there. She is not a believer.
Well, he used the birther thing to get attention. He was clever. He got it. And he's speaking common sense, blunt talk, the whole thing in the Middle East. We spent the $1.5 trillion on 2 stupid wars and all of that stuff. And people are sick of that. But also, to me, he's exposing the cowardice on the left. For example, they're fairly silent. You have big mouths like Keith Olbermann tweeting about SE Cup should be aborted. Where are they with the viciousness against Donald Trump? They're silent because they're afraid he'll punch them right back. I mean, they went after with a vigor. They went after Sarah Palin, Christine O'Donnell, and now.
Oh, this is why I think he's getting so much traction. It's the fight. And he's not intimidated by anybody. He'll speak. He's not PC, and people love it. And that's how you build your whole career.
Bill Maher calls Sarah Palin the C word. I mean, where is Bill Maher? They hate Trump. They're all afraid.
Right, but there's one problem, Danine, I'll ask you because you're a conservative. He does have some issues because he's got to convince the base that votes in the primary because he wants to run as a Republican that he's conservative enough. And now he's changed some positions over the years. One supported nationalized health care. One supported, what else? Raising taxes on the rich. A couple of very significant issues. Is that an obstacle for him?
Well, I think what has him out in the lead right now, really the Republican Party and the Democrat Party have issues. And Trump is a straight shooter. He says what he means what he says. And people right now want representative leadership. We are tired of the weak leadership that we are experiencing right now under President Obama. So if anything, he is someone who people are looking towards to lead our country. They see him as a successful businessman, and he means what he says.
Does any of his positions, the Kelo decision, eminent domain, any of these things bother you? Because I think that's the next phase for him. Like, for example, I think the toughest question Mitt Romney's going to have to answer is on Romney Care.
Romney Care.
I think Newt Gingrich, maybe some of the toughest questions are personal. I think every candidate has, Mike Huckabee, it's going to be pardons and paroles. So every candidate is going to have a tough question. Obama won't get a question about Bill Ayers, my own personal pet peeve. But can he overcome that in a primary, which is very different than a general election?
I think that he has no idea what he's going to face. He's got skeletons in the closet. Politics.
How do you know he's got skeletons? You don't
Everybody
know that.
has skeletons in a successful businessman.
I don't have any skeletons. I've been
a successful businessman.
You have skeletons in your closet?
I have plenty of them. So many I don't run. I'm smart enough, but Trump is not smart enough to not run.
Like the skeleton. If he had skeletons, he wouldn't be putting himself out there like this. He does have some policy problems, but the thing is, he's saying the right things right now, common sense things.
You see, no, I think this is it. He's pointing out, I think this is the best message he's got, that America is in decline. It's not what we want to hear, but it's unnecessarily in decline. This country should be #1. I love the fact that he said, it's embarrassing when we put up a $40 tent in the back of the White House when we have a state dinner. He's right.
But listen, our current president bowing to leaders around the country, doing the apologies.
America's arrogant.
Yes. And then also look at the gas prices that we are experiencing right now. There's no reason why we should be looking at $6, $7, possibly $7 a gallon of gasoline. The moratorium in the Gulf that we had, that could have been taken care of by issuing drilling permits.
Obama loses. $6 a gallon.
He's losing now.
But
I agree with you.
This is what's resonating. Seize the oil fields and get some of that money back. This is what's resonating.
Why don't, I said this for years, why don't the Iraqis pay for their own?
Right, exactly.
You know,
it's common sense, and nobody else is saying it. Even the Republicans, the Ryan
$1 million for every American family that lost a
absolutely right. Absolutely right. For a bunch of ingrates, by the way. There are no memorials to the dead soldiers in Iraq. Right. The Iranians are going to come in and get that oil, and he's saying, let's get it now while we can.
How can we grow our economy?
Greta Van Susteren.